by like
And
the
they
end
get a
of the
bonus.
tournament. Yeah, yeah, and the winner like takes everybody else's salary.
Oh my god. All right. Gosh, 4 salaries? I could use that right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, exactly.
Or winner, uh, when we all finally get together at a LAN event, doesn't have to pay for dinner.
Yeah.
I like that better instead of losing my salary.
Sorry, it's do or die here.
It's do or
None of
die.
this like half-ass stuff.
Yeah, it's all in or nothing. Phoenix picked up for Aster. This hero still, is he
Every
the one
game.
who's 100%? Is it
Uh,
Phoenix or somebody else?
Phoenix is 100%. Yeah, I'm fed up of this hero now. I'm Marana, and we're
Yeah.
only on day 4. Like it's oh my god.
Oh, that is an early anti-mage for Monet.
Who was it? Or the
That
RNG played
is.
last time? Do you remember the
Oh my
last tournament
gosh.
where they like picked that AM and they absolutely destroyed some team? I can't remember who it was. It might have been Aster.
Oh my god. It definitely could have been. I could take a look really quick, but that anti-mage, man. Oh my gosh. And is it too early though of a pick?
I mean, it's good against both the heroes that Aster have picked so far, and Monet does love this hero, right? So, I mean, it is early, but if they have full faith in the hero, then sure, like why not? Because they now have 3 bans to cover it, right? Yeah, they're going to ban the TB, good matchup against the AM, and they're going to ban 2 other good core matchups against the AM, and all of a sudden, like, they're 3 cores down on, on Aster, and it's like, oh, never mind. We don't have any catch on these Phoenix or Clockwork, really, at the moment. Yeah, like hook shot, but it's not like hard stun lockdown, is it?
So they beat eHome, and it was Monet who went 13-0
Oh,
and 8.
home.
Got a 14-minute Battle Fury, and just obliterated with it. And they also went Kunkka, Clockwork, Treant, Shen, and it was a
Yeah.
offlane Clockwork.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Interesting.
They ban out the Setsu Void Spirit as well. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of good Void Spirits this tournament, it has to be said. This hero has been more popular than I thought it would be. Obviously, I know the Chinese teams like it, but even so, I didn't think this hero was in an amazing place. But I guess since the Orchid change as well, it does kind of give him more options.
Mm-hmm.
Were the Chinese teams picking a lot of Void Spirit before the patch?
Yeah, I think so.
I was going to say, I assume they probably were, but...
Let's see what they've been the TA and the TB. TA has been a hero that I feel like is very popular in the Chinese region that just hasn't had a chance to really do anything in this event. I think it's only been banned. I don't think it's been picked, right? Yeah, it's only been banned. Banned 8 times.
Wow.
And that's the 9th. And that's in a total of 25 games so far. So or 26.
Was it LGD that lost with Anti-Mage yesterday? I think Chalice played it, right? One game. Maybe I can't remember which games you were and weren't here for, but
there was one here for the first game, and then my internet just died.
There was one game where Chalice played AM and they just got run over, and it was pretty horrendous to watch. So I'm not a massive Anti-Mage fan.
Game against CDC.
Yeah, I'm not a massive Anti-Mage fan, but if RNG decide they can play around it really well, right, then what's stopping them from being successful with it?
The thing, too, though, with that lineup was also that the Tiny didn't really feel too impressive in that game mid.
Yeah, I'm trying to cover my yawn while I'm on webcam. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Oh, no, I was looking at the stats. But just you saying you yawned makes me feel like I need to.
Oh, dear.
Gonna hide.
I'm still not used to these early mornings, guys. So it takes a while.
It's 4 a.m. for me. I'm up in the wee mornings or the wee night. I don't know. We start at 2 a.m. and it's just like, and then I take a look at this picture of production and they're in the nice sunlight. They got a lot of light coming into the room. Meanwhile, I just got darkness.
I look at our faces.
Not fair. That picture worries me. They can see me all the time. That makes me think that they were watching me as I was very tired in one of these days previously.
Oh, we finally get to see a
Ooh,
Beastmaster.
there it is. Is this the first time he's been picked?
Oh, exciting!
I think he's been banned a bit, but I don't think he's been picked
one other time. Is he not? I can't remember.
No, he's been banned 12 times.
Wow. First Beastmaster game. That's exciting. Okay, I'll forgive the Phoenix and the Mirana now because we get a new hero. It's fine. I wonder what they want to play with the AM lineup though. Because they need like some tempo cores, which is why you see Aster ban out the Void Spirit and the Kunkka in the second phase of banning. So now it's like, well, what are the tempo cores that we have in the game that are really popular at the moment? Like Ember's still in the pool, DK's still in the pool. They're the big ones for me. But DK feels pretty rough against Phoenix. Ember doesn't feel amazing against Beastmaster.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always going to be an okay Ember game still.
This seems tough. Like I would say, it almost seems tough for the anti-mage because if you're getting roar, like you're committing. If you're going for the anti-mage, primal roar and a hook shot every single time is basically a guarantee. It feels like.
I think some Crimson Guard hero might be nice against the Beastmaster as well, like a Centaur potentially.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So maybe moving to the core Mirana.
It could be core Chen though as well. Like both of them are really good up against the Beastmaster, right? Like if they did like offlane, well I say offlane AM, it would be the position 1, right? But in the offlane, and they did safe lane Chen up against the Beastmaster. Like Chen wins that lane really hard. He just takes over the boars. But it could be like 5 Chen, 4 Bane, mid Mirana. Like there's all sorts of things they can do here. But I'm pretty sure RNG like playing this core Chen, from what I remember.
Offlane Chen
doesn't fly when play.
He played the last time they played the anti-major, the game that I was talking to you about. They had played the offlane Clockwork, but that was with the Chen as well as the anti-mage. But they don't have the Clockwork here, so
they could do like 3 Mirana, 4 Bane as well. Like that laning combo is still pretty good together. Doesn't matter where they go. They have a load of flexibility for their last pick overall, so we'll have to wait and see for them. I think it depends on what Aster pick. But this Chen matchup against the Beastmaster does feel really good in the laning stage. It protects the AM really well. Like helps him sustain in the lane with the extra HP regen as well that comes through. They need to pick their cores here. I mean, I assume this is going to be another position 5 Clockwork, quite like we've been seeing, but from Bobica. Then the 4 Phoenix for Fade. But it could be the other way around as well. But now they're stuck in this really weird position where, okay. Like it's
Ember,
okay.
It's not. I don't think it's gonna have that awful of a game though. The lockdown isn't exactly amazing for RNG right now, unless you get hit with the Fiend's Grip, but it still feels decent for Ember.
Yeah, it gives some good reach and good catch as well, because they need to kill the support duo first. So now they have like the Ember, the Clock. They have so much jump potential that the supports have to be constantly worried. I just see this lineup at the moment, and they have a damage issue. So as long as they pick some like really, hard hitting carry last, which I assume they will, then they should be fine. I'm trying to think of other good cores that could play against AM, because like a lot of these carries have been banned out already. Like the TB, the Void, the Naga have all been taken out. Like Spectre's still in the pool, but I don't think that's a hero you want to go for.
Void Spirit's banned. Kunkka's banned. Invoker goes and gets banned. Setsu, is it even worth maybe thinking like an OD? Like that's one of Setsu's better heroes. Like I just don't see it anymore. Yeah.
They need like the tempo core in the mid lane. Like a lot of those have been banned out from Aster as well, so.
Oh, PA. So that's the first time this PA gets picked up in this event.
I actually quite like that. I think that's really nice.
And Doom. Ooh.
Is it Doom mid?
It is.
No,
yeah.
It is, yeah.
Wow.
So it's Doom up against Ember.
I
wonder how that matchup goes, because the Scorched Earth is really good against Flame Guard, right? Especially at level 1. Like, you can't just shove the lane out really quickly. Oh, I've never seen this before, though, this matchup. I'd be interested to see. And it is going to be the position for Bane and 3 Mirana. Wow. I don't know how much I like this RNG lineup, though, now. Like, I think this PA is the good, like a good answer. I will say that it's a hero that relies on its mobility in fights to deal its damage. And up against the Doom, if like one of these cores on Aster gets taken out the fight by that ult, they don't do anything, basically, right? Like, PA can still hit people, but you don't have the blink, you don't have the dagger. You kind of just rely on walking around. And they don't have a save on their team. I guess Sunray's okay with the heal, but...
Is it worth going quickly into an Ags for Doom?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Or would you rather go, like, Silver Edge somewhere?
You need, like, Drum. I think because Drums is so good, he'll go Drums first, and then he'll need, like, an armor item at some point, and he's going to need a BKB as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe he goes, like, Ags afterwards, like, 4th or 5th item or something. But
Which,
it's
if
going
they
to be
can
a
hold
while.
on that long, would be decent for them, because then they could take care of the PA a little bit easier in the later aspects of the game, and hopefully have some form on Monet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't line up awfully. Certainly a tough one. I think we've seen Doom made a couple times, not in this matchup in particular, but it just feels like it underperforms at times.
They do have really good dominating side lane supports, though, on RNG. They've got Bane and Chen. Like, these guys are super lane-winning heroes, right? So I think if they're going to come off a victory here, it's going to come off a really good start to this game in the laning stage and try and punish this greedy support duo over the Phoenix and the Clock, which they can do, and then just try and start taking as much of the map away as possible with some good Chen rotations.
Mm-hmm.
But I do worry that I think when Aster get to this point, like the level 6s, they can just group up and go. They have a much better team fight. Like, there's Egg, there's Hookshot, there's Raw. Like, this Ember's going to be really difficult to lock down. But, I think both teams have potential to win here. I don't think it's massively one-sided either way, but I would probably prefer to play Aster's lineup. This core Mirana, I'm just not a fan of. That's the other thing.
I think it's okay, but we haven't exactly seen it do too well from a middle position. Now it's in an off-lane role, so we'll see. They're not going to find anything with this smoke unless they cross through mid.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of teams do this smoke, right? Sometimes they go up the other way, up the stairs. But...
where is that holy moly from?
I have no idea.
Because that was one that got changed, right? Is that God's?
Yeah, it is.
When did he say that?
I feel like I remember watching the game as well. I'm gonna try and Google it. Hang on. Tell me if anything happens.
Alright, I'll let you know. Believe Bobica may have spotted Monet. But they also have the Chen, so Bobica on the run. Chen hasn't skilled anything just yet. One shot comes in from Bobica, who did take, or from Monet, who did take the mana break, level 1. They're gonna head towards bottom, so we'll throw the anti-mage and the Chen bottom.
Oh, okay. Okay, I found it. It was in a really big team fight where they got like a 4-man RP into like all sorts. It was an insane combo.
Was it during TI?
No, I don't think so. Bobica up in this top lane, by the way, is getting absolutely clubbed here.
Yeah, they threw a Stifling Dagger in September, but it's level 1. Not the worst thing in the world to deal with.
I'd love to try this mid team at some point. I have no idea how it works.
Because it should, in theory, do well with Devour, right? Get that little bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Have that extra health regen, health regens. You should be able to get the kill onto the Bane. He turns for Bobica, I believe.
If they wait for their level 2s here before they like start getting caught in this battery insult and things, and they're fine. Like they have the nightmare and then the brain sap as well, but they've been a little bit impatient there, I think. And he actually doesn't take arrow at level 2 on Mirana, goes for the leap to help escape.
Yeah, against that stifling dagger, might want to be able to leap away, and we already see it coming to play right there.
We say no.
I think with arrow in that position, he was probably dead.
Yeah, this clock PA lane is like, they're insanely good at just running at you, right? It reminds me of like the old MVP Phoenix and stuff, where that's the kind of thing they would pick. And Bobika gets the D ward on the small camp.
The days of MVP Phoenix and MVP Hot 6.
No.
Dude. Take me back.
Battery assault again. And it's, you know, Bobika just running forward, but giving up his life. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he cares, though.
Yeah, full health, full mana. He'll be happy with that. He didn't have any mana regen anyway, so he's the worst thing in the world. Is he going to pick up anything for...
he dropped
the
a circlet
PA,
on the PA. So, I think that's all.
Bottom lane XSS, already level 3, up against Super as well as Monet. So he's gotten 2 into the inner beast, of course. And then Monet, well, he's still a couple of creeps off of getting that level 3 and finally hits it.
Nice dive by Fade, manages to block the small camp. Monet just blinks in to a beast mouth. I don't think that's going to work, Monet. That's some risky stuff.
So right now, at least for Setsu, like, he's got level 2 in the Devour, he's got level 2 in the Scorched Earth, like, things are great. You're getting a little bit of an influx of gold, you know, the influx in health regen.
Oh. He
and
picked
he's
up
also
the
got
Purge, which just takes off the flame
guard. Yeah.
That's insane.
Not going to happen.
So this lane seems to get much harder for Chuan against the Doom.
Captured in the flame.
He's just denying everything on the Doom as well.
Yeah, he hits pretty hard. It's pretty hard already.
The thing is, like, the mana cost to purge off the flame guard straight away is a lot. It's 120 mana. So if Ember's checking his mana constantly, then he'll know when he has it up or not.
Well, he's got Soul Ring.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A tool to teach.
So now level 3 in the Devour. Getting extra 140 gold, extra 11 regen. I truthfully don't see how you kill Setsu in this lane as Bobika dies a second time. SCCC gets chased. Well, take a bit of damage. Oh, I'd say a bit of damage. Brain Sap almost finishes him off.
He has no gold as well to bring an extra salve or anything, so the clock's going to have to buy one for him. Yeah, he buys a second salve.
So forced to salve up the PA.
An easy shot.
Chuan will stack this camp.
He's going to get the 5-minute rune here on the Mirana as well with the bottle he bought.
Prize is mine.
So Flyman gets so much value from this, actually. And he gives the bottle to the Bane, who can go and pick up the other bounty rune, while he just goes to the lane and farms.
Setsu about to hit level 6. Yeah, and he uses that purge immediately on a Chuan.
Yeah, I wonder if he makes a play with the Doom as well at level 6, or if he decides to just keep leveling Scorched Earth. Because we saw this the other day, he went 4-3-0 on the Doom.
He
He
goes
does
for the
actually
Doom.
take it. I like this because I think with his catapult wave being up, if he finds a kill on the Ember, he can try and push the tower straight away.
He is denying everything. He's 33 and 18. Like, this is really worked out tenfold for him.
I think he just accidentally misclicked Purge twice on himself instead of the Ember. That was interesting.
Illusion.
Dude, they have a 2k net worth advantage already. Jesus.
Yeah, that's not even talking about the fact that the Animage is sitting above just about everybody on the Dire side. So Setsu doesn't know Fade's around, so if he gets a little bit too comfortable, it could be problematic. And he's on the run. Searing Chains, they've got some damage coming in. Nobody rotating for RNG. This would be a big kill for them to get. And Sleight of Fist will take him out.
Snub you out.
Radiant's middle tower is
Is it
under
not
attack.
better to use the Purge there to take off the Flame Guard rather than the Scorched Earth? I don't think he lives either way. It would be close, but
Radiant structures are fortified.
who knows? Mono farming really well on this AM, by the way. Not a shock, you know, one of his best heroes.
Yeah, for sure one of his best heroes, and it's always nice to see him have a game like this on it. And you look at just the discrepancy in the net worth between RNG and Aster. It's not split by team. Like, that is that is where we're at right now.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
But we have to remember they have Doom with level 4 Devour now as well.
3 heroes,
RNGs.
Flywin. Couple of leaps, Icarus dive, and the Sunray committing for this, but can't hold it as the arrow flies in from Flywin. They're
I feel
going
like we can
bottom.
see-
They're looking for
Has been
XSS. They'll get the kill. Monet over, taking out this Beastmaster. So September and Super down here to help Monet continue to just excel.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like we see this a lot, though, where one of the heroes rotates away, like one of the supporters to the safe lane or something, to the off lane, and they get a kill on a support, but they lose a core for it in return. I don't know, maybe that's just in my head for the tournament, but that's what it feels like.
Setsu continuing to just excel at top of net worth. He's got level 4 in the Devour now, so he'll be getting a bunch of extra gold with every 70 seconds that it's off cooldown.
Nice Iron Talon for Triple C. I'll be happy with that one.
There's the Devour.
The flames rush forth.
Dire's top tower.
And he's
is
going
under
phase
attack.
boot, so you know this Doom's really gonna have
Top lane.
a lot to work with. Is Flywin? Ooh,
Oh dear. I mean, he didn't have detection anyway, so they're not going to get the kill, but didn't look good, did it?
no, it didn't.
I like how we both just did the same thing. Oh.
Put us in the chat wheel, Val, with Paulus comes in, and Monet's just here, basically free farming at this point.
Yeah, and so's the Doom as well. Like, they have 2 heroes that are just free farming their lanes, which is a massive problem. They really need to get the 6 on their supports, but they're both level 4 at the moment. But the problem is, who goes to the jungle and starts farming? Because this Necrobuck just isn't that good anymore. Beastmaster's not even going to go for one. I'm surprised he's not going Helm of Dom instead. But never mind. I guess because he's playing against Doom, though, with the Devour, that would be pretty awful. Just gets a free 200 gold every time he uses Devour, on top of the extra 200 gold he gets.
Jesus.
That would be insane.
I mean, that gives you a minimum GPM, basically, of 400.
Yeah.
That would be pretty disgusting. So if he's going phase boots, it's Scorched Earth damage for the 10 talent, right?
Most of the time, yeah. I've seen both. I think it just depends. Sometimes it's a really good movement speed game. He might even go for it here, but most of the time it's the damage.
Bobica taking some shots, but Searing Chains, Primal Roar, Sunray, Monet in some trouble. Cogs push him back, but he's got the blink. So they
Wow,
use a
did
lot
you
there
see
to not
that?
get anything.
He moved to the right and then blinked away
Dire's
to make it
middle
look like he
tower
was
is under
blinking to the right.
Operation.
And then he just gets a free regen route, and he's back to the jungle.
Oh my god. It could be your best hero, but when you also get a little bit of that RNG, that gave in luck.
That play reminded me, I haven't seen something like that in ages. It reminded me of when sometimes when people play Earth Spirit, if they want to escape from a really dodgy situation, they'll drop a rock down to make it look like they're about to roll that way, and then roll a completely
Dire's
different
top
way.
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Fly was just taking this top tier 1 here as well in trade. So, like, they go to the Beastmaster's lane, but they're trading towers still
Dire's top
when they have a
tower is
Beastmaster in their
fallen.
team. It's not what you want to see.
Setsu's still denying everything. He just denied another catapult away from Fade.
Yeah.
He's got Devour in just a second. He's going first big item BKB after picking up these drums. Quick influx of 269 gold, devouring that catapult. Still has Purge, by the way. It's gone 4-4-0.
I have to remember the Doom's not even the big threat this game. Like, the AM's the one that's just... Like, he's 1,000 gold ahead of the PA already, 11 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
And I
they're both
talked
going
about,
Battle
Top
Fury.
tower is under
I
attack.
talked about how I expected Aster's lanes to go worse. I didn't think they would go this badly. Like, they're not doing awfully, but, you know, this net worth difference is huge at the moment, and a lot of it comes down to the Devour. But even then, like, there's still a difference between all 3 cores on each team, right?
The thing too, like, Setsu, the fact that he had such a good lane, the fact that he's doing so well continually, opens up the game for
Dire's
Monet
middle
too.
tower is under attack.
Like, his lane went so well as Aster tried to attack other lanes, and, you know, they try to kill this Doom. They do end up getting that kill on the Doom, but it opens up space for Monet. Monet actually gets a kill over bottom. Like, RNG's playing this really well around Aster, trying to kind of compensate in some ways.
Yeah. And look at where Flyman's positioned in this jungle, by the way. Like, he's standing near the AM, and you're like, oh, why is this core coming to farm near the AM? I actually think he's kind of like a smoke breaker as well. Like, gank protector,
Yeah.
in that sense. Because, like, if they want to get to the AM, they have to go through him if they want to make that move up.
Hook shot. Oh, hits Juan. Now the Doom is out onto the Ember. They brought everybody over here. Icarus dive over into the Supernova. Leap, fly win.
Extra
Already got the
stairs.
kill on a Juan. Super's dead. Fades out. Now XSS hit with a Fiend's Grip. That makes it a third. Bobica on the run, but he'll find no escape as Monet finishes off a fourth for the side of Royal Never Give Up.
Well,
Dire's middle tower is under
okay.
attack. Dire's structures
That is such a
are
deep
fortified.
dive. And
Yeah.
Ember has to respect this Doom. Like, he has a haste rune that he didn't even pop, right? And this Doom's so tanky. Like, how are they
Dire's
expecting to
middle
kill him off
tower has
before he
fallen.
gets that ult off? He almost has BKB. Like, he's got Devour up again in a second. Like, Jesus, it's 6k net worth advantage at 13 minutes into the game.
Yeah, RNG, they
Monet-
are so far ahead.
He's about to finish Battle Fury and Monet as well at like 14 minutes into the game. And he has Tread's double Wraith Band on top of it. It's not like it's a Battle Fury rush. He is insanely farmed.
Again, it goes against the comparison of what the Phantom Assassin has, and she's still 3 components away from finishing this Battle Fury.
I will
So
say,
how,
by the way,
how are you going to catch up?
this Beastmaster feels really weird now. Because do you remember how last patch, when you got Necro 1 and Beastmaster, you would just start running down at heroes and stuff and be like insanely strong. You don't have that like massive power spike now at the start of the game. So you basically become this core that also needs farm to be effective. And when you have an Ember and a PA on your team, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Like, he's had to max the attack speed aura before the boar because he was laning against the Chen and stuff early on. Jeez.
Monet. Moving forward, and he's going to finish off this stack. Like XSS, he's trying to find some farm, but now
Radiant's
give up that stack to the anti-mage. He continues to run forward, going into the Manta style. Like, how quickly can he get into the Manta while Phantom Assassin continues to go for the Battle Fury? You're that item ahead.
Yeah, that's a big problem, isn't it? Like, that he's still so far away from the Battle Fury. About 1,000 gold or so.
BKB finished for Setsu, just flying out now.
AM's going to finish at least his Yasha in that time. Right, like, probably more. I wonder what he builds on AM after the Manta, though. Like, does he want the Basher? Or does he feel like he needs, like, an MKB or something up against the PA at some point in this game? No, does he want to go for, like, a more defensive item? Like a Skadi or something, potentially? Butterfly's okay as well. And they're just going to kill the clock. I wasn't even going to mention that, by the way. It's just... Poor Boboka. This position 5 clocks felt so underwhelming, by the way. And have you seen Morana's item build that she's going for? It's not even like this PA can feel safe.
Spoil that shot. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jeez. Just about finish this. Yasha, Doom, meanwhile, what are you going to get after this BKB? Come on, just go Axe. Make me happy.
I think he'll get an armor item and then he'll go for something like a little bit different. Like it's a good game for the armor because you're up against all this physical damage of the PA and the Beastmaster, like with the attack speed aura.
Radiant's top
I'm actually going to
tower
smoke
is
up here and
under
head up
attack.
towards the AM. They haven't got glyph, so this tower is going to die. But what do they lose for it?
Radiant's top
That's the
tower
question.
has fallen.
Monet. Right under Juan. Doom comes in onto the Beastmaster, so a lot of the lockdown's already gone. The Fiend's Grip comes out of the Phoenix. They'll get the kill on a fade. Look over at XSS. The chase is on. There's no way he leaves, and eventually he'll finally burn out. So 2 kills there, and that is the perfect plan of action to go up against this Aster team lineup. You know, you take away the lockdown of the Primal Roar, and then you get rid of the big team fight spell, the Supernova, just by getting the Fiend's Grip as well as the Doom out.
Yeah, at the same time, at least they managed to get PA farming in the bot lane, who has the Battle Fury now going through the Deso, and they also got a tower as well. So, like, on paper that trade looks awful, but they got something. And this Phoenix is just TPing top, by the way. They might look to go for this Bane here.
Unfortunately, it's just the Bane.
They'll take whatever they can get at this point, I think.
Yeah. Setsu just throws the Inferno Blade, doing a lot of damage here on a Chuan man fighting, and they're gonna bring Fade over, but you look at the damage that Chuan's already taking. How do you even fight against
He's
this?
so quick.
Dire's
Oh,
middle
try and miss the
tower is under
chains.
attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
He's going to purge off the Flame Guard, watch.
And then into the Inferno Blade.
I don't know about this, dude.
Just back
Purges
and
the
forth.
Vesselos himself.
Setsu's so tanky right now. And they're going to go for a Supernova. There's no way that that finishes off. And now the purge once again. Chuan trying to remnant out, but he's dead too. 2 kills there that Setsu just back and forth with.
This purge
finally
is-
finishes him off.
This purge is so insane, by the way. And you saw how good that armor item was there, by the way. Like, this purge allows him to take off the Flame Guard. It then allows him to purge the vessel off himself as well afterwards. And he's like so insanely tanky. Like, if you think about how much net worth he has in comparison to the Ember there when they're fighting, he's on 11,000. Ember's on 6,000.
Under attack.
Like, that's like a whole massive item difference. Maybe like 2 medium items.
$10,000 net worth lead, and you know all that time that focus was spent on Setsu, but now Monet finally takes over the top slot after this creep wave. There it is.
Doom's not
You're
happy.
not. Doom actually. Doom kept it. He used the Devour. Got some gold. They're fighting up top. The Chen now
Dude.
on the run. Hit with the Primal Roar. It comes out on a Setsu. The Hand of God is used. So now they lose September. They lose Super.
Here's this AM though.
Juan.
Like, he's
Oh,
absolutely
gosh.
ripping through them.
The Centaur Hoof Stomp stuns them up. They get the kill. Cogs, I don't think this is going to be enough. You're in the Moonlight Shadow, but you're under the tower for now. SCCC thinking about going in, and Mana Void on a Bobica, but maybe not the best fight from RNG so far. They did kill the Ember.
This is really
Stifling
good.
Dagger.
Aster.
BKB, Inferno
okay.
Blade, the damage on the Phantom Assassin. Oh,
Okay.
dear SCCC. He just drops. Double kill for Setsu. He's chasing after the Clockwork. Oh my god.
He gets the bounty rune though, and he might get the other one here as well. It's gonna be close.
Ooh. He got it.
Oh, he gets it. Nice. He has hook shot up if he wants to try and get away here. But
No way.
Dire's
that fight looks really good for Aster at first, but I didn't realise the Doom hadn't popped BKB. All of a sudden he just turns around again. He's like, hello. I'm still here, guys.
Maintains that top net worth.
I have Shivas now as well. Like,
Dire's bottom
but again, like they still have the two biggest cores on the map, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna go Scardy, by
By
the way.
such a margin.
Yeah. Yeah, this Scardy's gonna be really good. He needs to just like tank up a little bit versus this Deso on the PA, because he can kite people around.
Radiant's next.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think Anti-Mage could probably pick whatever he wants and they'd win this game at this point. I mean, maybe that's a little BM and a little rude, but Monet, I think you could basically pick up any item and you'd be okay. Especially because of the way Flywind's itemized himself, too. Like, he's got just as much farm as the Phantom Assassin, and he's gone into the MKB.
Yeah. Phobica's dreaming big, by the way. On this clockwork.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Orchid. Sure. Top, Chen, Guardian Greaves. It's all Super really needs.
Dire's
September
top
has the
tower is under
Aether
attack.
Lens. He's going into Ghost Scepter. I'm just going to take this top tier one. Okay, so it switches off the Radiance, goes AC.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, the AC's alright. I don't think it's... I mean, the armor's obviously still really good, but like there's a ice armor creep and everything. I'd actually really like to see the axe now.
Dire's top
I think it would be
tower
really
is
good.
under attack.
But
Radiant's bottom
there's just
tower is under
like other
attack.
team items that they could use as well, right, to keep buffing up the AM. So the Doom also really likes the attack speed actually as well, to be fair. It feels pretty good. Because when he gets this BKB charge off, like he can just like right click people down.
Under attack.
So
Is he ever going to give up Devour? I mean, not Devour, Purge?
I don't think so. No, it's so good against the Ember Flame Guard. Like it's good against the Fire Spirits, all sorts. When they get this PA BKB though, like she could become a small issue. Like they have to doom her every single fight, which they are doing at the moment, and they're doing fine. S3C wouldn't be an issue if he was dead, but they seem to have unfortunately just missed him.
Radiant's
Actually,
bottom tower
have they
is
doomed the
under
PA?
attack. Dire's
But they doomed her in the
middle
last
tower is
fight.
under attack.
Yeah, I don't know if they need to doom the PA.
It just stops her from being able to blink around and use her like maneuverability though.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Like you don't even need to. You're not going to doom the Ember. Like it's not
Dire's
doing
middle
anything in these
tower
fights at the
has
moment. It
fallen.
feels like PA is literally the only
Radiant's
threat on their
bottom
team. I
tower
think.
is under attack.
Yeah, and at this point, I don't know if you need to bother even dooming the Beastmaster. Like, Primal Roar, you've been able to survive through, unless the PA just comes in and jacks you up.
Like I actually think the supports are more annoying than the two other cores at the moment. Like the egg's annoying and the hook shot's annoying.
Oh,
But they have so
Juan.
much sustain.
Has been killed.
God. Guardian Greaves recipe gone for a
They
long
have grip.
time. Arrow. That hits Primal Roar's in. Hook shot, though. No! I think that hit Fade. Doom comes in onto the Ember, so they will finish off at least one. SCC trying to fight Setsu, who pops the BKB. The Supernova's down. And they've gotten
He's just
themselves 3
dead.
kills already. There's the Fiend's Grip double kill for Monet. They'll look after Access S. Will be chased in the Shadow Blade. And, oh, well, nope.
Yeah, they're just gonna
GG
call it,
is
like-
called by Aster.
Odds on first phase AM ban next game.
RNG.
No, you can't.
I mean, they first faced it.
I don't know. Can you? That probably makes Queen of Pain available then.
I don't know. Like that just felt insane.
Yeah.
I don't even think the AM was like the massive problem. Like they obviously they had AM issues, but this Doom was insane. Setsu played incredibly well. He's had a really good tournament, by the way.
Yeah.
I've been majorly impressed by him. You know, they didn't do well against IG, but IG looked really hot as well.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, decent win for RNG. And I think if you're a betting person going into game 2, you know, they just looked like the much better team in terms of execution. You know, the draft was okay, but I think they just outplayed them massively. Yeah. And Aster didn't look great in the first series we saw them playing either. against IG, they looked pretty poor. So, yeah, I mean, RNG